Why can a billionaire sleep like a baby while the market crashes 20%, but you are waking up at 3 a.m. to panic check a 5% drop? It is not because they have more money. It is because they are running a different operating system. You are trying to manage your wealth with biological emotion. They are using a specific mental algorithm. This is the source code you were never taught. It's not about positive thinking or manifestation. It is a logic system designed to kill anxiety instantly. Today, we are going to install that 3-step algorithm in your brain. Stop being a gambler. Start being the owner of the casino. Let's build the system. But I need you to stay with me until the very end. Why? Because the third rule, the final line of code in this algorithm, is the kill switch for FOMO. It is the only reason I sleep like a child, even when the market is burning down around me. It is the master key to true wealth. Welcome to the good life. Welcome to your mental system. Listen to this idea carefully, because it goes against everything you have been sold on the internet, on Instagram, and on Twitter. They tell you money buys freedom. No, that is the most beautiful, destructive lie in the financial world.
Money does not buy freedom. Money buys complexity. Think back. When you were broke, your life was simple. It was hard, but it was simple. You had one problem: get money.
You had one mission, one path. You were a hunter. You woke up, you hunted, you slept. Today, you have capital, you have assets, and suddenly you don't have one problem. You have 1,000 new questions echoing in your skull.
Where do I put it? Is it safe? What if I miss the pump? What if this token goes to zero tomorrow? What if the government bans it? Am I allocated correctly?
That noise, that buzzing sound, that is not discipline, that is not due diligence, that is a cage. A golden cage lined with velvet, but a cage that you built for yourself.
Let me tell you a story. A real story. I have a friend. Let's call him James. James is brilliant. He's an optimizer like us. He's a millionaire multiple times over. He understands the math better than anyone I know.
We went to dinner a month ago. It was a celebration. We were at an incredible restaurant. Perfect lighting. Incredible wine. The kind of evening you work your whole life to afford. But James wasn't there.
His body was in the chair. He was nodding, he was eating, but his mind was fighting a war on 3 different fronts. He was tracking a liquidation cascade on Twitter. He was monitoring 2 Telegram groups for a signal.
He was worried about a rumor of an airdrop he might miss. I counted. He checked his phone 14 times in 1 hour. Under the table, in his lap, checking, refreshing, checking, refreshing.
James is rich. On paper, he has won the game. But James is a slave. He is a prisoner of the paradox of choice. He has so many options that he cannot enjoy the only thing that matters, the present moment.
And I see you. I see you in the messages. I see you in the comments. Smart people, capable people, but paralyzed people. You research a protocol for 3 weeks, you read the white papers, you watch the videos,
finally you buy. And then the market drops 5% and you panic sell. You did 3 weeks of work erased by 3 minutes of emotion. That is not investing. That is living in red alert. That is living with a siren blaring in your ear 24 hours a day. Today, I want to sell you something. I am not selling you a token. I am not selling you a course. I am selling you your sovereignty back. I am going to show you how the real elite think. The people who stay rich for generations. They don't worry. They don't react. They design.
Listen closely. Financial anxiety is not cured by reading more news. It is not cured by watching more YouTube videos. It is not cured by staring at charts until your eyes bleed.
Information does not cure anxiety. Often it creates it. Anxiety is cured by architecture, by mental structure, by having an operating system that does not fail when you fail. We are going to install that system right now. It is binary. It is simple. It is lethal. Let's redefine risk. Risk is not a number on a spreadsheet. Risk is not beta or Sharpe ratio.
Risk is biological. Risk is when your heart beats too fast for you to think logically. The human brain has a flaw. When you are stressed, your body releases cortisol.
And cortisol shuts down your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain that does math, logic, and long-term planning. It turns you into a panicked animal. So here is the first law of the wealthy. If an investment forces you to look at your phone before you have had your morning coffee, that investment owns you. You do not own it. That is not financial risk. That is emotional risk.
It means your cortisol is managing your portfolio, not your logic. To fix this, I use the champagne metric. It goes like this. I look at a position size, let's say $50,000 in a specific asset,
And I ask myself one brutal question. If this goes to absolute zero tomorrow morning, if it vanishes, would I still be me? Would I still eat the same food? Would I still live in the same house?
Would I still be able to buy this bottle of champagne and sleep in my own bed? If the answer is yes, it would suck, but my life wouldn't change, then I keep the investment.
If the answer is no, I would be in trouble. I cut the position immediately. No stories, no, but it's going to moon, no drama. I cut it until the answer is yes.
You might think this is conservative. You might think, but I want to get rich fast. This is not about being conservative. This is about being unshakable.
The people who do not need the market to go up are the ones who have the patience to wait until it does. Desperation smells like fear, and the market smells fear and punishes it. Detachment smells like power, and the market rewards power. Now look at your portfolio right now. For most of you, it looks like a public park or a circus. The gates are open. Any influencer with a microphone and a colorful chart can walk in and dump their garbage on your lawn. You have 20 different coins. Half of them you don't even remember why you bought. Stop it. Your portfolio is not a public park. Your portfolio is an exclusive, members-only club in Manhattan. There is a velvet rope out front. There is a bouncer who is 6'5" and does not smile. And there is a strict guest list. In my system, only 2 types of assets get past the velvet rope. Number 1, liquidity sovereigns. Does this asset have more than $1 billion in liquidity? Is it established? Is it liquid? If no, denied. Stay outside. Number 2, the blue chip survivors. Has this protocol survived a bear market? Has it been battle tested? If it was created 3 months ago by an anonymous dev, denied. Everything else stays outside in the cold.
But you say,
What if I miss the 100x gem? What if that tiny coin pumps? Let it pump. Without you. When you have a strict list, something magical happens. FOMO dies. The noise dies. Your tranquility returns. Because you realize you are not in the business of gambling on lottery tickets. You are in the business of owning the casino. And the casino doesn't let just anyone in the door. And finally, rule number 3. This is the one I told you to stay for. This is the one that saves you from your own biology. We live in a dopamine economy. Everything is designed to make you click, buy, sell, now, fast. The apps are designed like slot machines. When you see a great opportunity and you feel that rush of excitement, that heat in your chest, that is not your instinct talking. That is not your genius. That is your dopamine system screaming for a hit. And dopamine is a terrible investment advisor. Dopamine makes you buy tops and sell bottoms. So I use the 24-hour time lock. This is the rule that has saved me millions of dollars. Literally. I have a rule. I never execute a trade the same day I have the idea. If I get excited about a move, if I want to bridge $20,000 to a new chain, I write it down on a piece of paper. Physical paper. I put it in my desk drawer, and I walk away. I go to sleep. I let the sun go down and come back up.
And let me tell you what happens. The next morning when I open that drawer, in 99% of cases, I look at that paper and I laugh because the heat has gone. The dopamine has faded.
And I see it clearly. I realize I didn't actually want that investment. I just wanted the sensation of doing something. By waiting 24 hours, I separated the signal from the noise. Avoiding that one bad trade is worth more than 10 good trades. The amateur rushes because he thinks the opportunity will vanish. The master waits because he knows the opportunity is created by his patience. Imagine that life. Visualize it. Imagine waking up tomorrow morning. The sun is coming through the window. You get your coffee, you sit down, and you don't feel the urge to grab your phone.
You don't feel that tightness in your chest. Why? Because you don't need to control everything anymore. Your system is protecting you. Your champagne metric ensures you are safe.
Your velvet rope keeps the trash out. Your time lock stops you from making stupid mistakes. You are no longer a player at the table sweating over every card. You are the owner of the casino. And the owner always sleeps well. Now you have the 3 pieces. The trilogy is complete. You have the tax engine, TradFi. You have the yield engine, DeFi. And today you have the operator, the mind. The final challenge to the viewer, the final question is simple. Do you have the courage to be disciplined? Do you have the courage to be silent? Do you have the courage to be truly wealthy? Because real wealth is boring. Real wealth is quiet. And I think you are finally ready for it. If you want to build not just a portfolio, but a legacy. If you want to win the war, not just the battle, subscribe to Digital Dollar Wallet. The noise dies here. Your construction begins now. Cheers to your freedom.